Hi, guys. It's Theresa from Becoming the Perfect Me. And today I get the pleasure to have one of my babies with me. Say hi, Megan.
Hi, everybody.
I know, no, she isn't Marette Brown Clark. We had a little change in schedule today. So she'll be joining us hopefully later. And if not, we'll get her on tomorrow. So let me apologize early. But let me say, it's so good to see you guys. Come on in, everybody. I hope everybody's getting all their friends around. Let's get in. We're going to do some quick talking and tell you some things that are going on in the conference on next weekend. Can you believe it? We're only 10 days away. We are 10 days away from a transformational moment in your life. This year, God has given us the name, the word transformation, because what He is seeking to do within us. It is a decision that you're going to make that will be able to complete itself this weekend. If you are willing to invest in yourself, to take the time to seek God face, this will be a change that you will never forget. It's been amazing every year. This is another year that we're going to put a word amazing on it again. But this is not one that you want to miss. This is our annual Becoming the Perfect Me conference. And this year it is in Savannah, Georgia, right
Mhm.
at the Pooler exit. We're going to be right at the Savannah International Airport. So they have shuttles that will bring you right to the hotel and take you back of no cost. We're going to be at the Embassy Suites Hotel. It's really nice. Breakfast is included. It is pet friendly, but more than anything, it is convenient for you so that you don't miss it. So, those of you that are local in our Beaufort, South Carolina area, come on, guys. If you want to do one day or all 3 days, please come on, drive on over. Join us at the 2025 Becoming the Perfect Me conference. I need to see your face. I need you to be in the house. This is so exciting. I can't wait to get to share with you some of the things that's going to be going on. I'm going to let Megan do a little quiz for me to see if I can bring out some of the things she may want to hear in what we're doing this weekend. I know she's been with me all year. She's been such a trooper. And I want to say, Maggie Pooh, thank you. Thank you. Megan, let me ask you. How has the journey been working with your mom on conference? This is ministry side. So you work with me on business. You've been my middle daughter, that middle child syndrome. You've also been with me just throughout that teen year, now adulthood, military, and wife, but you haven't had the position of ministry. Now you get to do ministry behind the scenes. How has it been?
It's been awesome, actually, I will say. And I have to say also, we used to do ministry together a lot when I was in high school, middle school and high school.
You
Um,
know, and college. I'll say that
a little
because
bit actually in college too, yes.
yeah, because in college you did a lot of your dancing.
Hmm.
Really, really just exploded when you were in college. You got a chance to tour,
Oh
do
yeah.
some dancing for some of our artists, and more than anything, you used to come home every weekend, so nobody even knew you went to college, right?
It was good though. It was
It
it
was good.
was all good, but this is completely different.
This is different,
It's
right? This is
definitely
different.
different. But I've been loving it. I really
Yeah.
have, because even then
Oh,
it's nice to see the difference in the dynamic, and we flow so well together. Just being able to minister with you, like
yeah,
actually on the altar, on the pulpit, is
yeah.
completely different than all the prep. I had no idea.
It's a lot of work that goes into this, right?
It is.
It is.
I hats off, applause, applause, applause. You have a phenomenal team. I am honored to be part of the staff this year. I don't know how you do ministry full time in so many different ways and do everything else. It's it's good, but it's been eye opening, and I feel busy, but so rewarded at the same time. And
Yeah.
I'm
It,
like, I get to do this with my mom, so this is pretty nice.
it is. It's real cool to be with my daughter in ministry, right? The preacher, not preacher. She only talks, not preaches. Yeah, it's been real cool, right?
I appreciate it.
Megan is amazing. Megan is amazing. We always say that Megan's been amazing. Who doesn't like Megan, right? But Megan, this year we've been able to really put some things together. You've been able to walk behind the scenes and work behind the scenes, and you're going to be getting to minister this year too again. So they haven't seen you in a while. And
Oh,
you get to minister. So those of you that know Megan in worship and is more of a warfare worship, you got to come and see the warfare worship. I mean, she can slay some demons now.
thank
I
you.
mean,
Thank you.
nothing standing, nothing left untouched.
That was a sneak because that was I don't think I've told anybody, or I
Oh,
haven't told very many people. So
that's
that
it.
was
Yeah,
that was a secret let out secret for those who are watching. But that
yeah,
and it's so honoring because it's been such a journey for me medically and physically,
yeah.
and to have this moment, and this will actually be the first time that I have ministered in it's been
A
over
year.
at least a year.
Yeah,
So just walking through this healing journey and to be able to have that a moment to actually release again at your conference with my mommy is just I'm like it makes sense. It just makes
makes sense.
sense.
It does.
It
It does.
does.
This has been one of those years for birthing the conference that I won't forget. Right. We talk about what does it take behind the scenes to build and to create an environment for others to be healed. With this ministry that God has given us, Becoming the Perfect Me, birthed out of a book that I was able to do teachings with about 50 women. We went through a journey and went throughout this journey. We came up with things that would help us understand more about who we are and how to become better at becoming who we are. One of the things I really do enforce is not trying to replicate or duplicate. We don't compete, but we complement. And so that's the order of God. And so we like to be able to put in the things that we know into those that are in our lives so that they can become the better person of who they should be. And if we do it the right way, they should become better than us because they have the tools that God gave us to give them more of what we learned, but that will become an application to them. So when God gave me this book, it was so phenomenal. It did so well. I was really, I don't know why, but I was really surprised how well it did. It's a small group Bible study book. So those of you that haven't picked it up, we will have them at the conference. Don't go onto Amazon. Pick up your book at the conference so that I can give you a personal signature. And if you have purchased your book on Amazon, allow me to just sign it. So bring it in with you. Let's take a photo shot with it, a photo shoot with it, and so that you can show the people where your transformation took place. Now, going forward with this book, it did so well that we ended up started doing little seminars with it. From seminars, it went to mini conference. From mini conferences, gone to our annual conferences. And so that conference now has been meeting every year. And I have to say, those that have read this book, I have people that walk up to me on the streets and they said, Pastor Theresa, I just want you to know how much this book changed me. So I'm so humbled. The conversation doesn't come from bragging or boasting, but it comes from the humility of knowing that it's not me, but it is the Christ in me. And so this book is transformational. So if you have not gotten it, pick it up. If you have picked it up and you have not read it, pick it back up. And like they say, the pastors say, Pastor Teresa, that's a big book. That book is for adults. And isn't it cool? Because we're going to, Megan, can we tip it? Can
Just a
we
little,
tip them?
just a
Not
little,
yet. Maybe.
maybe
Maybe.
just a little something. Just
Okay.
it might be something might be happening.
We have something coming down the pipe in the next few weeks that is for teens and our kiddos, right? So we got another version that is coming out that's going to really help our kids. So I hope you look for it, because it's going to be amazing. And if you have not heard or read my book, I've had the pleasure to have an English major as my daughter. And yes, 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 yes. Mrs. Maggie Pooh. Uh, she's one of my chief editors, and I'm so gracious. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So people talk about their children. I'm most grateful for my children's walk with Christ. They've done a lot of things, but hands down, when it comes to God, I'm just like a proud mommy because they found the God of them. They grew up with the God of mommy and daddy, but they found the God of them. And that God has taken them to the place of development. And they've had amazing mentors and pastors in their lives that really help them nurture them to become who they are. So I say to all of the women of God and the men of God who deposited into my children that they may become great, I applaud you because we don't create greatness by ourselves. It does take a village. It really does. Megan, did you have a lot of mentors in your life?
I had a few good ones.
You had a few good ones.
I didn't need a lot, but I had a few real good ones.
Yeah,
I still have a few good ones.
your
20,
mentor
20
from
plus
13.
years.
Yeah, exactly. I often talk to people about that. Having a mentor is so important. I made sure that all of you all had a mentor in your early teen ages. What was having a mentor like for you, Megan?
It was like seeing myself in the future. It's really what
Your
it
mentor is just like you.
They are, and both of them are
Both
so
are.
much of me
They
at
are.
two different places, and they came at two different times.
Yeah.
One came and the other left, and it was just they were both exactly what I needed because I was always so beaten to the beat of my own drum, and
Yeah.
as a pastor's kid, as the middle child, as just this out and just do what I want to do. It was nice to know that I could be everything that I was and still be great and still be in ministry, still be used by God, still be able to see the power of God in the quirkiness of all that I was. And
Yeah.
they didn't try to change me. They didn't try to put me in a box and stifle me. They embraced me fully. They didn't treat me like a baby. They treated me like an adult or a young adult that was going to be an adult one day. And I appreciate them so much for that. And it went from, me looking up to me looking at them to us
Uh,
walking through together. I'm grateful as my parents are top notch. My daddy is the best daddy in the world. My mama's can't touch her, right? But outside of those, my parents, I would not be who I was without my mentors. Would not happen.
let's talk about that because one of the things I often say to people is this. You'll hear people say, I don't need anybody in my kid's life. I want to be the most important thing. But I know in our lives, right? We're going to get real naked. Is that okay?
Mhm.
Just for a minute. We're going to back out. But I want to because we're going to get in the conference question. But one of the things we talk about, because we have a very open relationship, now that you're an adult, there's things that I don't have to hide, right? So we talk. But I know there was a time in your teen life that was very difficult for us. It was difficult for us. How important were those mentors for you during that time to prevent you from doing the wrong things?
The absolute most. They saved me from too many bad decisions. Too many bad decisions. They saved me quite a few times in high school. They saved me even more times in college. And it was times stuff you don't want to talk to your parents about. Stuff you
Hmm.
got going on, and this is my
Hmm.
business, this is my struggle, and I don't want
Hmm.
to be preached at. I don't want to be mommy, and I don't want to be daddied. I'm grown. You ain't grown. I wasn't, but that's how I feel. I feel like I'm grown, and I want to be able to make my own decisions. And because they had already established the relationship so far in advance, when things started coming up, I didn't have to worry about, hey, can I trust you? hey, are you gonna, well, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what it's like. So I know you know what it's like, because they were very upfront, honest, and raw with me to be like, hey, I done some things. I've been through life. You don't want to do this. And I was able to share things with them that I wouldn't share with my parents. And my parents weren't the ones that walked me through that. My mentors were the ones that walked me through that. They were the ones that checked me and were like, you out of line. You out of order. You don't need to be doing that. You need to go over here and do this instead. Sit down somewhere. So it made a world of a difference. Definitely.
Yeah. Those are your life mentors, right? Those are the ones that come in to help you develop. Because in life, we have different mentors that come in our life that help us measure, right? When you're younger, those teenagers, having someone in your children's lives that can help them through the difficult times. I think we all are. I see myself as an amazing parent. However, I wasn't amazing then, right? And there were moments in your life that I couldn't measure up because we were just butt heads, right? And you needed an avenue away from us because that it is difficult raising children, and you need the village. But that your mentor, you started your mentorship with your first mentor at the age of 13. She's still in your life today, and now you're in your mid 30s almost. And she's still in your life today, and not in your life once a day. I mean, once a week. I mean, like, she's a part of your life as she is a part of our lives, right? And I say that because I want people to understand, when you get a mentor in your life, you don't find somebody off the street and throw them to your children and say, hey, help me raise them. But the mentor was a part of my life first. And that was important because I had to know them and they had to know me. And I had to be sure that they would teach my children the things that lined up with my life, not come contradictory to everything we teach, but they lined up with our lives, and it helped us with you. And they didn't talk to us about everything, and I didn't require them to. I wasn't, oh, call me, tell me, what did she say? What is going on in Megan's life? I did like this. And I said, Megan needs to talk. Megan needs lunch. Can you come get her for the weekend? And then they would, right? And then when Megan come home, that was it. I never asked them what they talked about because I had to trust them in those moments. So when you get a mentor in your children's life, you have to trust them with the things that you trust God with, because it's hard to trust someone when you require them to tell you everything, knowing that if you do that, you're going to break the trust of that mentor and that child, right? Because if you found out I knew everything, how would you feel?
We're not doing it.
You would shut it down, right?
Down.
Yeah. So, and that was important that I trusted them enough that they didn't have to tell me everything.
And we had enough of an understanding to say, hey, this is what I have going on. This is how I feel about this. But they were very mindful to never lead me away from my parents, to never lead me away from what I had been taught. So it was as bad if I was talking bad about mom or dad or whatever situation, it was always, hey, let's talk about your feelings on that. Let's talk about what we're going to do about that. It was never, well, yeah, you're right. Your mama tripping. Like, she always be X, Y, and Z. You shouldn't talk to her. You should, leave home. You should disconnect. Like, it was never that, because that's not sound counsel. Right. And I didn't realize that as a child and as a young adult. Like, I knew they weren't doing it, but I didn't realize how intentional and important it was that they didn't do it, because it's not your job to create discord between the parent and the child. That's the seed. Is the seed from, you're not trying to take it from the root in the tree that it's growing with. Like, my anointing in my ministry, my life, have been connected with my parents. I carry a lot of both of your gifts. And middle child, I get best of both. But they kept in mind that I need to get this girl, like, we're gonna worry about this. And they didn't let me go off the rails and follow me off the rails. They was like, I'm gonna let you have your time, say what you gotta say, but we're gonna bring this back, and you're not gonna be disrespectful, because that would, I think, I would respect them less now
That's
as
true.
an adult, even being looking at like, y'all should have never let me do that. Y'all should have never let me, talk that way or go back and suggest that I do something out of order in regards to my parents. And they would suggest, hey, did you talk to your parents about this? Have
Yeah.
you spoken to, like, okay, well, when you talk to them, make sure you bring up blah, 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 blah. Make sure
Yeah.
you do like this. And it's really important. It was really
It
important.
is. It is. Now, that your mentor took you through college,
Mhm.
right? After college, you began to grow up, and I seen your relationship change with your mentor. I seen the dynamics change. I know they were still advisors, but they were coming up. They were not the ones that were always coaching you. They was really walking with you now. But then you became this woman, and other women came in your life that began to mentor you yet again. So you had a mentor when you were in college, and she was just like what?
A lot like you, actually. It's a lot like you, actually. So
Only God can fix something like that, right?
it just,
Only God.
of
Send
course,
you
that's
to
how it
me,
happened.
right?
And she came and she was an older lady, but she was, I just keep, now I think about her, was so much, and I find that I am drawn to similar spirits because I'm just like, it's like she got shit like my
Yeah.
mama, like strong, no nonsense, everybody about to be laid out, just like that kind of woman, but full of heart, compassion, just, hey, how you doing? Big hugs. And she pulled some things out of me because I
Mm,
had gotten complacent. Really, I was in college and I was living on my own. I was starting to really separate, and I was going to church, but I wasn't like really I wasn't as active as I knew I should have been. And we kind of clicked, and when we connected, she pulled me all the way in.
yeah, she was amazing.
And I got to travel with her, I got to minister with her, and she would keep me in check, but we would go out to lunch and we would just have real conversations. And she was actually, I remember her asking me when I was getting ready to graduate. She's like, "What's your plan for so are you going to leave?" Because I had a job. She's like, "You going to leave? Are you going to stay?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I think I want to stay." And she's like, "I don't think you're supposed to stay." She's like,
Mm.
think, she's like, "I think you're supposed to go home." I'm like, ugh. I want to go. I don't know. Beaufort, come on. I'm like, no. She's like, you're supposed to go. And and when I say this, it's going to be one of those full circle moments. She's like, your ministry is connected with your mother. She's like, you're supposed to go and be with
Don't
her.
make me
And
cry.
she told me that my senior year, but a few months before I ended up moving back home. And she's like, your ministry is connected to your mother. You're supposed to go home. You're supposed to, and she didn't say that. She said, you're supposed to go be in ministry with your mother. She's like, and that's where your ministry is really going to flourish. And I was like, and being where we are now, it's like, these are those moments where I am so grateful that I'm able to opt to walk with you in ministry. And I don't know if it's all, because I'm walking with you, but my ministry, and I thought it was all just dance, but my ministry as far as kingdom business is flourishing.
It
And
is.
the timing of it all is just
I
all
mean,
lining up. It's all lining up. So it's sound having the right person at the right time, but also I think now my mantra is to be the person I needed when I was young,
mm,
because I needed them.
amen.
I needed them.
Amen.
And my goal for life is to be that person to someone else that can
Amen.
look back and say, "Oh, I needed Megan. Like, I
Amen.
needed her, not because I'm just phenomenal, but because like I was really the person that God placed in your life to help walk through life with you.
Yeah, it's really amazing, and I've had a lot of, growing up. You knew I had a lot of spiritual children that we mentored and modeled and helped become who God called them to be, and many of them are still around, right? But what we do know is relationship and time, it changes. It doesn't deteriorate. It just change, right? But it's so important that the goal is to get you to duplicate the teachings that others may walk in the deliverance that God has given you, right? Having a mentor is so pivotal in your walk with Christ, because being in ministry, growing up in ministry, you will learn how to fake it really well, right?
Mm.
You know all the little things to do to look right, but to get the relationship where you connect and build ministry on, you need people in your life to arrive when you need them. But you have to be willing to allow them in. And I guess a lot of things that people don't understand in mentorship is that you have to allow people to give you wisdom, because you can resist everything. That's not me. I'm not doing it that way. I don't like that. Or don't talk to me like that. Or I'm not going to talk to you again because every time I talk to you, you feel like you need to. And it's like, if you have that attitude, you'll never change.
Mm.
But more than that, you'll never grow, right? Because having people in your life, they're going to check you, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't always feel good today. But when you look back, the word of God talks, the psalmist says, when I look back over all the things that he has done for me, right? When you look at what you went through and how you came out, you appreciate life so much better, right? But you have to allow it. And you got to be willing to take it, right? Mentorship. That's been big. That's big for my girls,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Every one of you all have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
notch. 5 stars. Highly recommended.
I love them all. I love them like they were my own. I really, really do. Okay, Megan. We've been talking about mentorship. And of course, do you have a mentor as a part of becoming the perfect me, right?
Mm.
That is a part of Why Don't People Like Me? That is in one of our chapter books because it's so important. I had to print it. But the other thing is, let's talk about the conference. Becoming the Perfect Me 2025. Can you believe it is not this weekend, but next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? I am on the last 10 days, and I know we are crunching it.
Yes.
We're crunching it. Every day means something else. And but let's talk about what are they going to expect and what they're going to experience, Megan. What
Okay.
they're going to experience.
Let's see. So let's see if you know, let's see how much you're going to give. So I don't give too much away. We'll let
Okay.
you do it. So I see VIP tickets.
VIP.
What do we get? How is that looking?
VIP. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish.
No, I was just saying, how am I VIP? Tell me more.
Okay, VIP. That starts Friday morning at 8 o'clock. It starts with breakfast, and we're going to be doing our social hour. We have our leaders from the conference. We have some of our special guests, and of course, our VIP will be intermingling with all of us. They will have the opportunity to ask one-on-one questions, to be able to sit down and understand how did we get here and how do you go there. You also get a chance to network. Networking in ministry is very important because in order to get to certain places in your life, you need connections. And so those connectors will connect you to the right people that gives you permission to get there. The networking portion is very important. Well, then I'll have the opportunity to do one of my favorite things is teaching. So I'll be teaching some leadership classes. And this year, I don't know if I can give you the title. Yes, I did. I put the title in the description, right? So Melzar. We're going to be teaching on Melzar, the spirit of the Melzar, right? Oh, wow. We're going to talk about what is a leadership? What does it look like? Where do they take you? Where do you go? And the path and the route it takes to get there. It is a journey that you will learn how to do, and then you'll learn how to perform in it as you go to the places of leadership and learning how to take others with you, right? I often talk about Great people should not produce slaves, but they should reduce power to overcome adversities. I don't need people to become my maid and my butler because God allowed me to bring them to the place of leadership. That's not what it's for. It's about teaching them how to become great leaders that we may build the kingdom. Amen. We're building the kingdom.
Definitely. Awesome.
Also, what else is happening? Oh, we have some time. We have some private times. We're gonna have lunch together. We're gonna be going out. We're gonna be doing some sightseeing in Savannah. So we'll really get a chance to spend a lot of time with our VIP this year, and it's going to be up close and personal.
That sounds exciting. That's going to be great. So that's Friday. And then, so that's Friday during the day, because Friday night is our big kickoff, right? And that is where Mrs. Mark Brown Clark comes and you get to do your little dance to your favorite artist. I am excited to see you. I think I'm more excited to see your response to her than I am to see her, because I know how much you absolutely love her, and she's gonna sing your song and you're gonna be doing your dance. It's gonna be great.
I may do my dance. I may just
you
know, pick me up later. Right? I'm gonna
so
lay
that's
out
Friday. Okay, so Saturday is the big day, right? That's the full.
Saturday's another full day. Friday's full, but Saturday's going to be full. Saturday, we're going to have all of our leaders. I mean, if you know some of the women that are on this panel this year, oh my goodness, they are coming in. They have, the title is their own. I can't even give you the description of what they mean to me. If I do, I may give them a disjustice, but I tell you what, we have everything in the house this year. And if you want to hear and learn how to heal from the inside out, you need to be here on Saturday morning. We're going to be having sessions running 3 at a time. They're going to be rotating every hour. It'll give you an opportunity to just do some networking with the leaders. We'll also have a time for question and answerings on Saturday. That's really important because we have so many times we get into our conference and we get to really pouring out that we don't get a chance to do the one-on-one. We will have the opportunity to do a question and answer series. So that's my favorite part. You know, everybody knows I like it. What do you want to know? Yeah. What do you want to know? Right? Ask me. You got to get ready for my answers though, because you know I'm the real thing, right? If you ask me, I'm just feeling like it's because you wanted to know the real truth, and I'm willing to give you truth, right? Mm-hmm. And Saturday we're going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a teaching on the glory. Oh, the glory. This year, if you know me, you know what I have gone through. You'll understand what I needed, and God gave me what I needed in the glory. Right. I can't even talk about it. It's been a year for me that God has allowed me to go through the fire, the tests, the trials. You know, when he talked about the 3 Hebrew boys and going into the fire and how the fire, they went in with everything that they had. They had everything on that would allow them to ignite and burn and be consumed. But the word of God said they went in and he joined them. Right. And he joined them. I feel like God joined in my life this year and helped me go through the fire, and I came out without the smoke. So God did an amazing thing in my year, and he birthed in me this word called the glory, and it's going to come to you on Saturday night. If you really want to understand what the power of God looks and feel like, Saturday night is a time of the threshing. It's a time that we allow the breaking of the grounds, and we are a ministry that deals with deliverance. It is deliverance and healing from the brokenness from the inside. You know, I'm not one of those outside preachers that say you got to wear this, you got to dress like this, you got to comb your hair. You know what? I don't care what you look like. If you cute, it's on my side. I like cute. Cute is the thing for me. You know, so come on in with your cute self. Be you. You know, I'm not looking to change the way people. That's just not my thing. I'm sorry. So, you know, I'm not real churchy. I'm just Theresa. But what I do believe in is in when we do things is according to the word of God. You know, I don't teach religion. I teach the gospel. It's the word. You know, if it's in the word, I want to talk about it. right? And that's what the life of God is going to be like in the house on Saturday night. I'm telling you, if you want to change, if you're tired of being bitter, if you're tired of being broken, if you're tired of feeling like you don't fit in, if you're tired of walking through life saying, I don't know my purpose, I don't know why God created me, you need to be in this conference, because I promise you, walking out, you will say, I have finally heard from God.
Mm.
And it will be the beginning of your path that will take you to the place of where God calls purpose. Saturday night.
Saturday night. Wow. That's going to be phenomenal. But, you say people. So I've heard a lot about women coming and women speakers, but
Yes.
this isn't just a women's conference, right? This
It
is
is
everyone conference.
It is. It's from every nationality, race, and gender. This conference is open to everyone. How did all the women get on the panel? Just happened that way. 2026 men are on the conference panel.
Mm.
And I hope I'm not the only woman, right? God is building the panel for 2026 right now. He started downloading this week. And by the way, I might as well announce it since we're here, Megan.
We're halfway there. Let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, mark your calendars now. It is the second week in October. 2026 will be the 2026 Becoming the Perfect Me conference. And this year it will be in Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to Charleston the opposite way.
The chat.
Yeah. So get ready, because at the conference, we're going to open it up and we're going to give you a short window. So those that are in the conference is going to get a QR code that will say, go ahead and register. You can register right then for the 2026 conference and lock your ticket in, because we do early bird registration. So make sure you get there, get your discount so that you don't have any excuse for not coming. And then if you come in later, get someone else a ticket, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 2026 is already here. So no, the conference is not just for women only. Everyone is allowed and invited to attend. Please come. And with Embassy Suites, it is really set up this year so that you could have more people in the room, and it can fit for adults very easily. So don't feel like, oh, I got to get a room by myself. It's so expensive. Split it up. And then you're not going to spend much time in there. I promise you, you're going to spend more time downstairs in the glory, because we got so much lined up. I don't even know what to talk about, Megan. Wait till they get to see the line dance. Oh, wait a minute. We probably shouldn't talk about that part either, right?
They can bring their fans. They can bring their fans. Yeah. We're not going to do that dance. We're not going to.
Not that one, right? But we got the glory ones, right?
That's right.
We got the glory ones, right?
We got fans for Jesus. Where are the fans at for Jesus? Amen.
We're just gonna get hot, right?
Because we're gonna need them. We're gonna need them. But this is awesome. So next week, the time is coming. But tickets, we still have tickets?
We do. We still have some VIP tickets, and we have some general admission tickets, and we still have one-day tickets. So you can come. You can come for the entire weekend, which is our general admission. Or you can do the VIP, which gives you Friday morning primary seatings, access to all of our leaders, networking, communication. You also get an amazing swag bag, but along with that, you have all full accommodations with us. The last one is our general admission 1 day. That means you can come on a Friday, you can come on a Saturday, or you can come on a Sunday. If you can't make it the whole weekend, those of you that are my friends, if I've poured into you at any time over the last 40 years in ministry, it is time for you to come and allow us to receive from the outpour. Okay. It may not be what you are looking for, but I promise you is what you need. So many times people say, well, I don't need to find myself. I'm good. I know who I am in Christ, until you get into this presence. This is a different presence of the Lord. And I've never had anyone that left and said, I didn't get nothing.
Never. Unless you have to come. I don't even know. I don't know how you would come and not. I don't see it happening. Yeah. Unless you just come and leave. Like, I came. No. Come expecting nothing and just let yourself be blown away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let yourself, because as I said, God's gonna knock. I said God's gonna knock my toenail polish off. He about to move real heavy. he's gonna be phenomenal. I'm so excited. So we have VIP Friday. So VIP Friday morning.
Friday morning. Start to
Regular
be
general admin can come Friday night. So I don't have to have a VIP ticket to come Friday night.
no. General
And
admission starts Friday night.
okay. Saturday are going to be the sessions where I get to get all the speakers, learn some things, bring my notebook, and
Yes, bring your notebooks. And Saturday morning begins at 9 a.m. Breakfast will start from 6 to 8, but the sessions start at 9. And those of you that know us know we start on time. So 8:45 we'll start worship. 9 o'clock first session starts. You don't want to miss anything. Don't be late. If you can, we would love for you just to stay on the premises, because so many times you leave thinking I'm going to come right back, and the enemy will bring in distractions to keep you out. Don't let that happen to you. Invest in your weekend. This weekend is for you. If you need to be refreshed with God, make it your responsibility to get there and be there all weekend. I know since COVID, a lot of our relationships with God have changed. Reconnect. Let this be the reconnection, that ignition that turns the switch on to give you that fire back with God. Get in the house. Stay in the house for the weekend. I promise you, this will be one of the best investments you've done for yourself in a very long time.
and we have, if you go on the website, we still have discounts when you go through teresaroberts.com and you book your hotel. You'll get the discounted rate and you can stay for the whole weekend. And all you gotta do is come downstairs. You be laid out in the spirit downstairs, and then go back upstairs and you just laid out upstairs and then just go back and forth like that.
Yes.
Real easy. I'm really looking forward to how convenient that is to not have to go too far, and I can stay as long as the spirit is moving, and then go upstairs and wipe my nose and wipe my face and get my eyes unpuffy, and then come back down and be ready to socialize again.
Absolutely. And they can do that by visiting my website at www.teresaaroberts.com. And that's Theresa with an H. Again, teresaaroberts.com. Go on the website and register. Please let me see you in the house, okay? All my friends, I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you, right?
I'm so excited.
I'm
So
excited.
excited. The countdown it seems like it's speeding up. Speeding
It,
up.
it is. It is.
Tickets
It
are
is.
still on sale. When do ticket sales stop?
Actually, ticket sales will continue even through registration. They'll go until that last ticket is sold.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you needed to purchase a ticket at the door, you may be taking a big risk, but they're available. They're available. I'm advising everyone to go ahead and just lock in your weekend, because if you come one day, you're going to want to stay the rest of the weekend. You really are.
Yeah.
And it's not because I think I'm good, but I know the power of God. And if you know my lead intercessor, she has had the whole team on lockdown, and we have been praying and fasting, and she's been praying, and with the core intercessors have been praying over all of the registrants. And that's really important to register, because you get to be prayed over continuously, all up into and throughout the conference. It's really important to have someone covering you, knowing that God is giving the speakers a word for you.
That's so thoughtful, to not only to be considered in prayer, even when you're not on staff, you're not a speaker, you're just showing up wanting or needing something from God, and somebody is already looking out for you in the spirit.
It's true.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. So those of you that, if you have not done so, I ask you, please make an investment in yourself and register to become a part of the 2025 Becoming the Perfect Me Conference. It's September 5th, 6th, and 7th. Again, it is at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Pooler, Georgia. We refer to it as Savannah because they're right next together, but it is actually in Pooler, Georgia, right at the Savannah International Airport. And again, the shuttle bus will take you to the hotel and back to the airport. No rental cars are needed. And then it is in a very central area at Pooler where there's lots of hotels, there's shoppings, there's outlets, which I don't think any of you all are going to be interested in because you're going to be so engulfed in what God is doing at the conference, you may not even miss it. But I want you to know it's there and it's available if you would like to. The Embassy Suites is also pet friendly. So that's important for those that have little ones that they like to bring with them, even for their own security. So that's what's available. So I ask you to please consider becoming a part of the Becoming the Perfect Me conference. And if you are in ministry and you would like to partner with us in ministry, that means you get to travel with us, you get to teach with us, you get to study with us, you get to pray with us. Why don't you become a part of our sponsorship so that we can partner together and allow the evangelistical part of Becoming the Perfect Me to expand and reach out to those who are seeking to have more of God in his own way. And so we're looking forward to it. So again, September 4th, 5th, and 6th of September, 10 days from today, 2025, Becoming the Perfect Me. And I'm so excited. Megan, you know what we forgot to do? We were supposed to give away one ticket.
Oh, yes.
We forgot to give away a ticket. So what we have been doing is every time we go live, we're asking for you to please submit to us. Why do you want to be a part of the 2025 Becoming the Perfect Me conference? What is it that you're looking for God to do in you? And what are you looking to be changed in you? What is it that you can tell us about? And what do you need this ticket for? And we're going to select one every time we go live, and we're going to give away a ticket, okay? So let that be you. Again, go ahead and inbox us. Let us know what that is all about, and we're looking forward to it. We already have given some away, so we're really excited about that. We hope all of our guests show up. I want to be able to, kiss their faces and let them know I'm so proud of them, and I'm so glad that God allowed me to pour into them and give them the opportunity to be changed.
Yes, that's going to be great. I actually know the individual, and when she found out, she found me and she was like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. she was like, I gotta go. She's like, I gotta figure some stuff out. So
I'm
it's
so
going to
excited.
be a blessing. It's going to be a blessing. People are excited to come. People are
Yeah,
excited
and
to come.
yeah, we're excited. We're looking forward to it. We like to pour out into God's people. This is not a money get money scheme. This is really about pouring out God's anointing upon those that are willing to yield themselves into Him.
Mm.
So I'm so excited. Becky Pooh, thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
It's so nice to just sit and chit chat with you. You all an adult and stuff.
I know. I was grown. I was
You're
just a little
grown.
grown. Just a little grown.
Yeah, just a little grown, right? But I still love you. You're still my Maggie Pooh. I know, it'll be Dr. Megan Robertson. You're still Maggie Pooh to me, right?
That's
But
right. It's okay.
thank you for joining us. Those of you that are out there, thank you for joining us. We're looking forward to seeing you guys. And if you haven't done so, remember, go and register. And guess what? We will see you in 10 days. Blessings and peace upon you all.
Good night.
Good night.